Hi guys, it's Lisa from Tinge Blue, and today I am going to have a little tutorial on how to change one of these just normal wall outlets and to exchange it for a recessed. So this is a recessed duplex receptacle. So this is good, you can tell the outlet goes behind there. This is really great for if you have a big piece of furniture that you want to go up against the wall, but normally if you have an outlet like this and you plug something in and you have your furniture pushed against it, then the cord for like your lamp gets bent and that can become a hazard. We don't want that. So in this case where we have a recessed outlet, when you plug something in, that plug will basically rest inside this recessed portion, and then the cord is not getting smashed and possibly damaged. So what we want to do first is that obviously you need to have your recessed outlet, and then we're going to remove this plate cover here from the old one. Just take that screw off. Sometimes it gets a little stuck. There we go. So remove that one, put that off to the side. And then before we do anything else, we want to test to make sure that there's no electricity. Now I didn't turn off the electricity yet, so I can show you. Once you stick this little gadget in here, I don't know if you can see that it's lit up. Can you see it? There you go. That's a little bit better. It's lit up, and that lets me know that these wires are hot. There's electricity running to there. So what I need to do is I'm going to run out to the garage and to our electrical panel and shut off the electricity for this room or outlet in particular, and then I will test it again to make sure that it is actually turned off before I do any of the work. So hang in there. Okay, so just as I suspected, I went out and switched off what was labeled as family room to turn off the electricity. Came back in here and I tested with a lamp. I like to plug in a lamp or something because then I can just peek in and see, oh nope, still lit, it's still on. And it did not turn off this outlet, so then I kind of thought, oh, they probably just mislabeled, and this is actually probably wired because the master bedroom's on the other side, so they're probably connected with the wires to the master bedroom. So I flipped that switch, and sure enough, let's see. Yep, it's all dark. See? So that's what that went to. And because I have trust issues, I just like to plug in a lamp or something and try testing to see. Nope, not turning on. Okay, good. Then we know for sure that is off. Okay, so then what we're gonna do now is remove this outlet from the wall by unscrewing. I'm using my Phillips head screwdriver to unscrew this top and bottom screw so I can pull it out a little bit and remove the wires that are attached to it and replace it with the recessed outlet. So I will also have instructions on tingeblue.com that will go, list what you need step by step of how to do this as well. So, and then of course, this is something that is totally not in your wheelhouse, you do not feel comfortable doing, then you can hire an electrician, or if you know me, I'll just come over and do it for you. Okay, so we pull it out, and as you see, there's wires attaching. Oh, it looks like they just plugged these ones in. I hate those ones, but whatever. This is the copper one, is the grounding wire, and you got these two white ones, so they're going onto this side, and then the black, got some paint on it, but they're black wires, and they hook to the brass side. So I'm gonna have to remove these right now, and the grounding wire just kind of like hooked around this green screw, and I've always seen it as a green screw for the grounding wire, so I think that's just kind of the way it always is. And you're just going to kind of wiggle that off. You don't need to bend it straight because that's just going to hook right back on to your outlet. Now these ones, I don't like them when they just stick it in. I know it's easy for people to do, you just pop it in that hole, but if you're ever replacing it, it's kind of annoying. So you got to like shove your screwdriver into it to like pop it out, and I feel like it never really works as easy as it's supposed to. Hold on. even on the back it even says hot wire, that's the black one, and then white wire. Okay, come on. Sometimes I get so annoyed with trying to rip these out that I just cut the wires and then I strip them later to put them back in, because this is like, I mean, I guess it's good that it has like a death grip on it, but it's annoying. All right, I'm gonna pause it so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this for like 5 minutes. So let me pause it and then you can see the final. Okay, because I lack patience, sometimes I'm just clipping them. I'm over it with trying to wrestle that. Okay, so then you just have like the little insulation part of it that kind of is covering the ends, so you're gonna wanna strip that off. So you just go up like, I don't know, less than ½ an inch. And you pinch around with your pliers. You use wire cutter ones, have this too where you can strip it, but pliers have that little part to cut. So I just kind of cut through, gently cut through just the insulation and not any of the wire. And you pull it, oops, slipped. Of course now it wants to be more difficult because I'm trying to record it, so you know, good luck that. I probably shouldn't have put lotion on right before I did this. You want to have dried out hands. That looked all gross, so I'm trying to be all moisturized, but now I have no grip. That's why workers always have dried out hands, I guess. Okay, whoops. Oh, come on. There we go. So I just pulled off the insulated bit that I cut off. So I'm just going to do that and see how it gives you a nice bit of wire to work with. Put my, see right here, I can't really pull that closer, but there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to do that to all 4 of these wires because I cut them from the outlet. And then once these bits are cut and removed, I can replace the outlet with the recessed one. I wonder if I should just go get my wire cutters, because I think these pliers are a bit old and worn out. There we go. Nah, too late now, I'm halfway done. Okay. Go. And yeah, I would say every box, a side note, comes and it like gives you all the instructions too, probably in Spanish and English, maybe even French, that tell you about installing it and what to be careful for and how to test. And then it has a wiring diagram for the, the white wire that's neutral, and then the black wire, that's the hot, and the green grounding. Okay. So it will explain all that also in your instructions. Okay, so yeah. Pro tip, don't put lotion on your hands before you do electrical work, because then they'll be so slippery. There we go. All right, that's removed. So remember, we had the white goes to the silver, the green is for the grounding, and the brass is for the black. And my dad always taught me brass black, because they both start with B, that's how you remember. And then you also want to look and see, how do you want your little happy faces to be? They kind of remind me of manta ray faces, but anyway, they could be this way, or you could put them this way, which just seems weird to me, so we're gonna go this way. So I like to do, you can plug it, okay, so I like to line it up, get one screw partially in, and then go to, that way it kind of anchors it, and then screw the other one in where I can still see it lining up, and then that makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Here it goes. And I just got this recessed outlet at a home improvement store I've got one before for another room that I needed a dark color and they didn't have it at the home improvement store at that time, so then I ordered it online, probably Amazon. You get everything there. Okay, seriously, go in. Okay, and then once this is all screwed in, you can flip your power back on and woo, throw your screwdriver. Haha, don't do that. And then test it out, and you'll be all set. It is always much faster when you're not recording yourself to do this. Plus, I normally, when I don't use my left hand to screw and unscrew things, but the lighting was better from this side, so you could see, so I'm a little like uncoordinated right now, because I was going to be sitting the other way. All right, it's long screws. Eventually you get there. Okay, oops. Okay, let's do this part. Right when you're like, holy smokes, how much more turning do I have to do? Then it finally is done. And then I also, because I'm kind of weird this way, I like to have all the screws in my house facing the same direction. That makes it feel like it's more professional. So I like them to face north and south, you know, up and down, however you want to say it. Okay, so I'm gonna go turn on the power and then we'll test it. Okay, so I turned the electricity back on, plugged in my lamp, and voila, we have light. It's working. So that is all that you need to do for installing and replacing an outlet with a recessed receptacle outlet. And also, I think that the video was, my phone was being a jerk when I got a message and it cut out the part where I plugged in the wires, but I just, the little holes that are in the back, they're like this, little holes. I just plugged in the black to the brass side and the white, just pushed it in on the white side. So if you need to see better directions, you can check that out online, also at tingeblue.com. And this is Lisa, and then also doing all this with the furry beast dog in my lap, taking a little snooze with burrs stuck in his face from outside. We just want to say thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope it helps you get some projects done around your house and helps make a house a home. Thanks.